Hi Capricorn and welcome to Saturn Secrets. This is your tarot scope for May 2021. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for regular tarot updates and astrology updates. If you're interested in a private reading with me, either on the tarot or astrological scale or a combination of both, I'm now taking bookings for May. So Capricorn, let's have a little look at your cards. There's going to be a very significant shift in your internal world. It may be, Capricorn, that some secrets come to light. They can be things that you don't know in the world around you, but most of the time they're secrets internally. There is a chapter well and truly closing for you because the eclipse is in the side of the sky for you that represents healing and closure and transcendence and letting go. Letting go of who you used to be, what used to be. It's incredibly personal and it may feel very emotional to you. But at the beginning of the month, we have a beautiful new moon where you could, if you like, put out a little cosmic order to the universe for love, for creativity, for fun, for pleasure, for joy. And then let go. Trust that it's going to be delivered to you. Trust that this energy is already yours, that it's coming in. And within the next 6 months, you'll have achieved something or found something that feels really good for your heart. But it might feel in the meantime like you're letting go of the way you used to be. The things you used to hide, the things you used to juggle. The things you used to find are now unbearable. Things you don't want to carry. Ooh, hello. The World, the Ace of Swords. Jupiter is changing signs. Saturn, your ruler, is retrograding. And it's a time to get very clear on what the next chapter holds. But as I said, first of all, you kind of have to let go a little bit. Let go of what is weighing you down, Capricorn. There we go. 8 of Cups. The eclipse, the full moon eclipse, as we can see here, is about leaving behind what is no longer working. And as I said before, a lot of that is internal. It's to do with the feelings you're carrying, maybe regrets, maybe disappointments, maybe upsets. And the thing about that is, Capricorn, it's receiving this tension with Jupiter, the planet of faith, in your sector of communication, in your sector of information. It might be that you have to believe something, you might have to leave behind something you once believed to be true, you once believed to be fact, you once believed to be your reality. And you're leaving it behind for something that works. 8 of Pentacles, the Hanging Man, the 4 of Wands, and the Fool. I love that. That's gorgeous. Okay, let's move this back a little bit just to get the cards all in. So Capricorn, your new beginning. You're not shy of eclipses because for the last couple of years we had the eclipses in your sign and your opposite sign of Cancer. Now the focus for you, Capricorn, is a little bit more internal. It's a little bit less to do with how you appear, how you stand. It's to do with how you feel and how you connect and what your boundaries are. Themes for this eclipse for you will be setting boundaries that are healthier for you, probably with your family, probably with your siblings in particular, and probably with how you communicate, especially with how you communicate your needs. We're going to have some work stresses and delays this month in terms of small things, being late or running out of time or making clerical or administrative errors. And that's okay, you're human. That's Mercury retrograde. It's not even you. It's not even you. But this new beginning is significant. What I love about your cards, actually, Capricorn, is that if you can see the 2 major arcana, which is the huge influence in a tarot reading, the huge influence, both of them are in your favor. So the Hanged Man is here in your positive sector, saying that you didn't have the right timing before. And with the Fool card here as your outcome, this new beginning feels very free. Anything that you have to let go of around the time of the eclipse is designed to help you live a lighter life. Something that feels fun, something that feels carefree, something that feels full of joy, something that feels exciting to you. There's a new beginning here with the Fool, starting from scratch, starting from zero in some way, shape or form. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily something that remains obvious, instantaneous, that you don't know right away when you're processing something you've had to leave behind in some way. But there is a new beginning for you, Capricorn, that is based on enjoyment, based on fulfillment, based on you, you know. Perhaps some of you are starting something astrological for yourself. I want to bet with the Knight of Pentacles is that this is a road that you're actually going to feel very comfortable on, very familiar with, even if it is very new. But let's clarify the Fool card for you, Capricorn. I feel for a lot of you, you've done a bit of grieving. The grief card came up back at the Scorpio supermoon reading for you guys, and I think you've had to process something. A lot of people had to process something around that time, around the Scorpio supermoon, where they had to let go of something. Your new beginning, it could be linked to a Virgo, but it could also be that this new beginning for you is very knowledgeable. You're learning a lot, you're discovering a lot, you're understanding a lot. The Hermit card is not lonely per se, he's just curious. He wants to understand, he wants to investigate. Some of you are beginning something new where you're going to, as cliche as it sounds, you're going to begin a period of discovery within yourself, but also discovery of something, discovery of a new beginning, discovery of a new relationship or a new way of life or a new city or a new job. You're getting answers, and some of them are quite metaphysical. I have to say, some of them are quite spiritual. You're going to be learning a lot about spiritual practice. Maybe you're going to be learning a lot about tarot, maybe astrology. Maybe you're going to learn a lot about philosophy, or you're going to learn about law, or you're going to learn about universal law, something like that. Carl Jung, something that just feels peaceful. You're going looking around that time of the eclipse for answers. There's a really strong sense, Capricorn, that you're learning something. You're experiencing a new phase that's very profound in its wisdom. Very profound in its wisdom. Four of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Hierophant. Perhaps some of you are beginning a new journey with a Taurus. Some of you are walking down a path of faith. And some of you actually, whatever's going on in your life at the moment, Capricorn, you're praying a lot, or you're asking the universe for help, or you're asking the universe for guidance, or you're trying to put your faith in something bigger than you. And delays are being lifted. That's something else that's coming up. There's a new beginning for you that you've waited for a while. It could be to do with news, because Jupiter is moving into your third house, meaning that you're going to get a lot of good luck in terms of messages. People are going to want to hit you up. People are going to want to hang out with you. People are going to want to communicate with you. So what do these delays being lifted represent? Money delays. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. So the delays being lifted to you, Capricorn. Some of you have had a block on your money or your resources. Some of you have also had a block on love. And some of you have had a block on faith and healing. What I will say is this. Since December, it's likely that a lot of you have had a feeling of pain or grief or hurt triggered, and then the floodgates open. That's because the effects of an eclipse can last about 6 months. and it's aspecting in your 12th house, which is the unseen. It's where you store all your emotional baggage. So when an eclipse happens, sometimes it can just suddenly show you all the stuff you've been carrying. The floodgates can open, you can cry a lot, particularly in the month leading up to an eclipse. And you may find with this that you're finally processing some feelings, and it's making you feel lighter. The more that you process these feelings and experience this, Capricorn, you feel lighter. And it's releasing a block to you that you've had for a very long time. For some of you, the block has been to money. It's maybe been to health. It's maybe been to finances. And I feel that for many Capricorns with the Ace of Cups and the Star, you've been wishing for something. And what's fascinating actually about these cards is that you can see an eclipse going on. So the eclipse itself is granting you some kind of healing, and it's restoring your faith. And with that faith comes for you a manifestation of money. You could be receiving a financial gift or an emotional gift, something that makes you feel really happy, and it's linked to healing. Maybe you realize you're finally over somebody. Maybe you realize someone's doing a lot better in your life. Maybe you realize, it could be family because this is in the challenge position. Maybe you realize that you have a lot more power than you think. Maybe you're getting a raise. Maybe some of you are finding fame. That's obviously not for everybody, but the Star and the Ace of Pentacles can be a new opportunity to be seen, to be cast into the limelight in some capacity. And that's interesting though, because the eclipse is happening behind the scenes for you. So it's almost like you're looking so amazing on the outside. With Venus going through your 6th house, your health is improving, you're glowing, you're shining, you look very healthy. But on the inside, you're actually going through some internal shifts. And it's funny, the more you're processing your emotions, Capricorn, the more it's showing on your outside, and you're looking just beautiful. But what people don't realize is that you've committed to this journey after the 26th, where you're going to examine every part of yourself. You're getting to know yourself better. You have time now for it. Maybe you didn't before. Maybe you thought it was trivial. Maybe not. But a delay has been lifted in quite a substantial way. And it's a delay of peace. It's a delay of peace of mind. Let the 26th pull up what it will. Let it pull out the feelings. Let it pull out the past. Let it pull out any secrets. And allow yourself to feel very, very light while still feeling wise. Because as a Capricorn ruled by Saturn, you sometimes feel that when you are heavy, you must know the most. And this eclipse is changing your belief on that. It's making you understand that at your wisest, you feel the lightest. Very interesting. The Four of Wands is a tricky energy because something in your family after Aries season feels disjointed. There's family tensions or family struggles for a lot of Capricorns, or community struggles. Death card. There's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of moving around. There's been a lot of big change in your life, a lot of scary stuff maybe in family. Maybe concerning news about family. Maybe you felt like there's been a change. Some of you have maybe gone through a divorce, or some of you have maybe gone through a breakup, or maybe some of you have gone through having to move. And all of that feels very challenging to you. But it will be okay. 10 of Cups, it will really be okay. You're going to feel better soon. I do feel for a lot of Capricorns that there's a lot to be said about having felt very heavy. And I want to tell you this. Pluto now going retrograde gives you a relief. It does, because it's in your sign. Now it's subtle, now it's slow. Now you're realizing that you won't experience as much change on the outside when you start looking inward at your relationship with faith and power. And your relationship, most importantly, with yourself. That's the bit of you that's being transformed, Capricorn. And it's amazing because as soon as you do, and you have that inward perspective, suddenly the outside starts lining up, starts making sense. Love opportunities come to you, money opportunities come to you. you start noticing all these little seeds sprouting up all over the place, ironically, while you're quite distracted by your own feelings. And that's okay. Sometimes you need to shift the focus off one thing for another area to blossom. And that seems to be exactly what's happening to you. So if you're interested in the extended reading, Capricorn, it's linked below. We're going to go into, if you're dealing with individual signs, clarify the different cards, clarify the astrology a little bit more, just a more in-depth reading. And also, it's easier to say certain things on Vimeo that you can't say on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, it's linked below. I'll see you soon. Bye.